dog cyborgs. You can also have vehicles. Like, how many infantry choices does each faction have? Like 4?
Yeah.
You can have one of them be a repair droid.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot more than 4 in CNC3. Don't forget, we're talking back to the
It's true.
late
Plus,
1990s.
so basically, it's CNC3. Though we're excited about it, it's not being developed by Westwood. So
we don't want to get our expectations too high.
Right. We weren't sure about anything. We weren't even sure if they were going to bring back Joseph D. Kukan or Kukin or however you say his name.
Which they did.
Which they did.
And you will see this video on the show.
Go to that clip right now.
A charismatic man we know only as Kane has not been seen in years and is rumored to be dead, killed during the final days of the Second Tiberium War.
You can't kill the Messiah.
All right, that was Joseph D. Kukan reprising, however you pronounce that word, his role as the most bad ace villain of any computer game, really.
Because you really can't kill the Messiah, can you?
You can't kill the Messiah unless his name isn't Kane. All right, well, we want to thank Scott for coming. Sky, thanks for coming. We're gonna go to some clips so we can smoothly transition from this segment to the next segment, and we'll see you after that little break. All right, everyone, welcome back. Right now, we have our resident awesome
Everything.
expert. Yeah.
Awesome at
Why don't you
everything.
introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Paul.
His name is Paul.
His name is Paul. And Paul, what is it that you do at sort of a general level?
What got you on this show? Because we don't know.
Ever since I was a little kid, I've always been tempted to rip things open and mess with them, so this is where I am now.
Does that include people?
No, not people.
Okay.
Not people.
Good.
You don't have to.
Too alive. Well, something that Paul has ripped open,
And
for
taken
example,
apart.
is his Xbox.
This is basically a standard Xbox, Best Buy, $150, anything that anybody can get on the market. I've always liked my items to reflect the user. I never liked them to be just what they give you, you know, as anything on the market.
Cool.
So I like my stuff to show who I am, and this is one of my Xboxes. My other one's at home, but this is the one I've cherished the most ever since I got it.
Was it the first one that you got?
This one has some of the components of the first modded Xbox that I've messed with, but over the years it's just sort of like...
It's kind of like a Frankenstein Xbox?
Yeah.
Cool.
It is pretty.
All right, so let's pop the hood.
Let's see what we got here. Most of the stuff on the inside is standard because Xboxes are picky. They don't like when you add too many things, but the computer hard drive, 80 gig that I added inside, holds all of my games, all of my music, all of my DVDs. And the thing that makes it all happen, the mod chip.
So what is it that this mod chip is doing to this what is it letting you do?
This thing is basically a, you know, like RAM for a computer?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a 512 section of RAM that flashes what makes the Xbox start up correctly. This is a modified BIOS.
Now, did you modify that?
The BIOS on here, yes, is mine. It's
now, for people who, sorry to interrupt you, but for people who don't know what a BIOS is, what is a BIOS?
It's a basic input-output system. Basically, the thing that makes the system boot. Without it, the system will crash right from startup.
Awesome. Well, the crashing is not awesome. You know what I mean.
BIOS is
now,
plural. Awesome.
So this is a computer hard drive, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's compatible with the Xbox?
Yep.
Awesome. And this stuff is completely 100%
real.
And also
modded.
And also
legal.
It's not like marijuana in any way.
By the way, we do not condone drugs or illegal things on the show
We do condone modding Xboxes, though, especially if you're Paul. So I'm sorry, I
need the
interrupted
business.
you. Yeah. What did you say about? You were gonna say something about the hard drive before I interrupted you.
Standard computer hard drive, anything you can buy at Best Buy. $50 Best Buy, 80 gig hard drive. Just threw it in. Because the Xbox is almost the exact same thing as a computer. It's easy to swap in and out hard drives.
Sick.
Do you have an operating system running on there?
2 operating systems. There's Xbox Media Center, and there's the mod chip BIOS that allows me to format the hard drive, lock the hard drive, and all that other good things.
Wow. That is totally sweet. So, now, why don't we get to some awesome clips of what Paul has done with this bad ace piece of machinery.
Which is indeed bad ace.
It is indeed.
Prepare to fight. Double kill.
I believe we had in there a game that Paul himself has created called Super Halo, which is a. You can explain that, Paul, if you want.
It's 16-bit Halo characters going at it in Mario-style fashion. 16-bit world, 16-bit graphics, but my friends tell me it's a hell of a lot of fun to play. The game is based on more or less Mario when it comes to fighting. You jump on your opponent's head to kill him.
Double kill. Perfect. Double kill.
All right, well, assuming that we've gotten to all awesome clips from Paul's thing, we want to thank him for being on the show. Paul, thank you very much, man.
Thank
We'll
you.
have you back once we get some more stuff for you to talk about.
It's been fun.
Thanks, man. All right, well,
It has been.
right now we're going to go to a little break. Paul's going to get out of the seat so I have more room to be away from Jimmy. And then we're going to wrap up the show. So, yeah.
Word.
Today in gaming, the most amazing thing, or second to most amazing thing next to something that you might like more, just came out. Why don't you tell them, Steve?
Well, the game that came out today was Battlefield 2142, which is, I believe, the 4th installment?
yes, that would
It's
be.
the 4th installment,
That's not including expansions, which.
not including expansions, in the series of first-person shooters, the Battlefield series.
yeah.
Give us some background about that, Jacob.
Well, first of all, it's made by EA Games. I think you know our opinion on EA Games.
but
But Battlefield 1942, Battlefield Vietnam, Battlefield 2, and Battlefield 2142, all amazing.
well, we don't know about 2142.
Oh
But
no, we
can
do.
assume,
I
we can
played the
assume.
demo. I have been there.
He's
I
played
have
the demo.
seen. I have played. I have conquered.
Well, okay, hold on. Let's see if we can get this some clips, maybe some trailers or
Yeah.
playing footage of Battlefield 2142. All right.
Those
are
were
some-
mechs.
Those were. There was a mech in there.
There was a mech in there, and there was a giant floating thing.
Right. I think the fact that there's a mech in this game kind of refutes
Anything said. that
anything said
people
about
have been
similarities
saying
between Battlefield
2.
games.
The only like, see, if you haven't noticed, there's a pattern. Battlefield Vietnam was somewhat the same game as Battlefield 1942, only because of the engine, which was basically upgraded anyway. And then Battlefield 2 completely redid all of them.
Now, when did Battlefield 2 take place?
Yesterday and tomorrow at the same time. It was modern day.
Modern day.
Modern day.
And obviously, Battlefield 2142 takes place in the year 30. No, I'm just kidding. 2142.
Yes.
And there's some cool stuff in there. Some guns,
Yeah.
mechs, little things.
Guns
that
that
you might have
shoot-
seen in the footage that we already
Should
showed
that
you.
shoot bullets, but the bullets are made out of fancy stuff.
Everyone knows that in the future, bad ace weapons will shoot bullets, just ones that are bad ace.
Or bullets that explode. With,
They already have those.
yeah, but I mean,
They're called I got no joke. I got no joke for that one. I'm sorry.
You know,